Welcome back, Bravehearts. This is day 3, right, guys?
Yes.
And how are we doing?
Great.
Are we? Are we awake yet?
Yes.
Okay, all right, we're awake. All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to bring some of the Whole Life Coach certification attendees up, and they're going to talk for a little bit. Some of these people have never talked on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get everybody to come up and talk, because that's what we need to do as a community, as a family, is lift each other's spirits up, is to come out there. They want you not to come out. They want you to shut down. You need to understand that. They want you 6 foot apart. They want you with a broken heart. They want you not able to start. They want you to fart. That's about it. And when you're farting all the time, you know that you're putrefying and you're stagnating. Okay, so that's the deal. So today, I didn't tell anybody here, but you know what today's one-a-day is? One flew from the cuckoo's nest.
I just read it.
Now, I'm going to try to not get knocked off any platform. And let's see how we can do it. Okay? All right. So the reality is here, there's a war going on somewhere in the world right now that people are talking about. So let's hold on to that thought first. Let's hold on to the other thought that the COVID, thank God it's gone. Most of us survived, okay? A lot of us are thriving, and we were thriving through it because we didn't fall for it. Now, the reality is this. Remember that war that's going on in the world? Well, does anybody remember avian flu?
Yes.
Does anybody know that there's laboratories over there right now, laboratories, that are actually making it? Did you know
Yes.
that there are countries already purchasing it?
Yes.
Just in case it comes? Okay, all right. So the reality is here, one flew from the cuckoo's nest. So this will be the next cuckoo thing, okay? And guess what? It'll be enough to create enough anxiety in people that their minds will shut down, because anxiety causes brain burn. They'll go into depression, then they'll go on depressive meds, and then they won't be able to think at all. There'll be no critical thinking, and they'll be numbed out. And that's when you get your pants pulled down and you get to put the diaper back on your face. Now, I wish I was wrong, but I believe that we're about 95% right on this thing. So everybody falls for it, right? Where do you think all the money's going from Canada and United States? And why is it going over there? Understand something. Look at, when you get your mind set on something and you've put so much effort into it and so much money into it, you know, I was invested into some investments. Remember the investments, somebody would tell you this is a lifetime thing and all my friends are getting in on it, and then you put a whole bunch of money in and the whole thing was a hoax? You know, I'm still waiting for money to come back to me that I invested 25 years ago in these, you know, sky in the pie stuff. And I'm going to tell you something right now. The best investment you'll ever make is always in yourself. You'll always have more than enough. You'll be more than enough inside and outside if you only invest in yourself. Now, remember something. So many people have put so much time and money into this, they are not going to give it up. So we're going to go one real good kick at the can. Now, this is why they had to give this hiatus, okay, from the last one until next fall. And so, you know, and guess what? Wars always make for a great distraction, don't they? All right? Oh, okay. So now we've got everybody distracted, and that's what you are. And that's why, guess what? It is very easy to be successful when you're not distracted. Successful with your family, successful with your relationships, with yourself and others. That's why you learn to mind your own business. So what I like to do is I like to try to go, well, this is this, and this is this, and this is this. Holy crap. Connect the dots. And this morning I connected the dots. And I don't connect the dots with fear. I have no fear. I have no fear about anything. Because like I told you yesterday when we were talking, is most of you die like 20 times a day in your mind. You know, most of you are running from the paper tiger that has no teeth. Okay? Because the reality is image is everything. And I just love figuring out the game of these psychos. And the reality is these psychos work for an evil entity, and that evil entity, which is basically as up high as we can go, is the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, but we can even go higher and deeper where you don't want to go. But money doesn't mean anything to them, nothing. Keeping the planet enslaved and then helping the planet to believe that it's not slaves. Like, most people think they're free, but they're not free. Because unless you have peace of mind, unless you have a full heart of love and you know how to love and care for yourself. I was driving on the way here this morning, and I said to myself, I'm going to listen to a religious channel, okay? Which is not what I would usually do, but I want to do it driving to here and driving back, because I hardly ever drive, because I always like to have more, I plan my life out for convenience. Like, I'll never be 25 minutes away from training again. Like, I'll get a place real close, but we shift it around too much. But I like to strategize everything, because guess what? I love this guy. I want him to have lots of fun, okay, and I want him to have the life that he deserves, and that's everything. So I'm on my way here, and I got to tell you something. It brought back a lot of stuff, because my father was a born-again Christian pastor. And you know what? I just can't believe what some people believe. I can't believe what some people believe. You know, all I want to say is this, okay? Let's do it really quickly, and I'll repeat it. Debbie, everybody, you're not allowed to think. You're only allowed to hear what Debbie says, and you can say the same thing, but we're going to go around quick, so we'll make this really fast. Debbie, you only have 10 seconds to tell me what it is. Debbie, what is God?
God.
Go. You know, one of the most important things in the universe is that which created the universe.
Okay.
Debbie, what is God? You should be able to say that.
God is the creator of all things.
God is creator of all things. Dina,
Creator
no.
of all that is, that's
Okay.
that's my answer.
Okay, but what is your vision of it? What is your vision of that which is called God? What is your vision? Is it an old man with a beard?
Nope.
Is it masculine?
Energy.
It's energy.
That's it.
What
Don't
kind
even
of
know what it looks
what
like.
kind of energy?
It's just loving energy.
Okay.
Creator of all things and knowing of all things.
Creator of all things and knowing of all things. I don't think you need to know when you're the creator of all things. You're just going to create. Love. No, that is a very low vibrational thing. The word love is so low vibrational. How's love been for you? How's love been with all the people that your family? How's love been with your children? How's love been with your relationships throughout your life? It's been corrupted. You cannot survive, barely survive, off someone else's love. You can thrive off your own inner standing that love is inside of you, and the greatest love of all. And it's inside and outside, but it's actually your spirit being. Go ahead. What's love? Created energy. Okay. All right. I'll tell you right now, I believe that the world, 99.9% of the world has been dumbed down with God. You couldn't make me believe it. And I'll tell you, when I was younger, okay, I feared God. And you know what it did for me? Absolutely nothing. I had colitis. I was pooping and bleeding at the same time when I was only 8, 9, 10 years old. Wouldn't want to tell my parents because my parents were always fighting. But then they were a couple of God. I'm telling you that nobody knows what God is. And I'm listening to the words that God has spoken, but but God spoke those through other human beings. So is it really the Word of God? And understand that. And how many different religions are there? Well, there's 45,000 different religions and growing. Now, I'm not putting any of them down. I'm just trying to tell you that I don't believe that physically we would be able to even have a glimpse of that which really created the universe and created everything else. And being that you can't even tell where planet Earth is on a universal map, we're going to actually dumb it all down that we're being watched all the time like the government. So we have made God like the government. Okay, if you're good, you're going to get things. And if you're not good, you're going to get things. So we've dumbed down that whole philosophy. Now, whether or not you think about this or not, it's been programmed into you. Remember that the Jewish people have about 55 different commandments, let's call them. And the Christians have 10. The reality is I believe in one love, one law. Unconditional love for ourselves and as much as we possibly can for everybody else. You don't have to like everyone's beliefs, but hating someone is only going to cause sickness in yourself. You know, one minute God totally loves us and we were created by that, to be that, and the next minute we're going to hell. Well, understand something, there is no heaven, there is no hell. It's all in your mind. I think it's been really, it's really unfortunate that we have allowed people to dumb God down to a dysfunctional human. You know, if we could understand everything is about vibration, and that which created the whole universe is the highest vibration, that it wasn't created because it's always been there, and we don't have the capacity to even figure out how it's always been there. See, we can't know a lot and be able to access a lot because we're here for one reason only. Not to stop sinning, because I don't believe in that. Let me tell you something. I want to ask you a question. How can you not come down here and be like your parents? That's impossible. But my father said that we were fallen angels. My father said that we were fallen angels and that we had to earn the right to go to heaven. You know, I don't know how people even swallow this stuff. And you know what? I am not trying to disrespect anybody on any of these platforms or anyone in this room. But I tried my best until I was around 12 years old, and then I rebelled. Because I saw everybody that was into this program emotionally, physically, and even sexually abusive. I saw people that were hurting themselves and their children so bad, and I see it all the time. You know, there was a show on called The Jesus Revolution. Anybody go see it? It's a really good movie. And it was about the dirty, stinky hippies. And guess what? They weren't dirty, stinky hippies. All they wanted was unconditional love on the planet. You know, because they didn't dress and they didn't look like they were going to work or business, right? That nobody took them serious. Well, nobody takes me serious either. And anybody that is really into religion finds me offensive. And I will find on here later today that I can go to hell and burn. So the reality is this, is we judge ourselves and we judge each other because we believe that God judges us. So if God judges us, why wouldn't you judge yourself and why wouldn't you judge each other? Now, where would that put the planet if we believed in that? Where would that put the planet? At war. At war. And that's why we can buy into a BS war dysfunctional belief system, which is a distraction, that is getting billions of dollars to fund the cuckoo's nest. Did you get this? And guess what, everyone? This is all on video, so you can come back at me and go, you don't know what you're talking about, Dr. Wolfe. You don't know what you're talking about. And guess what? I know that I will only be accepted by 1% of 1% of the population, and I'm okay with that. I am humbled by that which created the universe and nothing else. I will not go out of my way to disrespect anyone's beliefs ever. But this happens to be a training. You happen to come here. I'm not disrespecting you. Take only what you want from what I'm talking about. But the one thing you should get, and if you get nothing else, is the strength to stand up for your beliefs. Let your belief be totally different than mine, but understand how I will stand up for my beliefs, even on all these platforms. So at the end of the day, if nobody gets anything out of this, stand up for the beliefs that make you feel loved, that make you feel cared for, and stand up for the belief that that which created the universe did not love you. It does not love you. It is so beyond, there's no word for what it has. And I don't believe that it's ever taken 1 second to think about me, because it gave me everything I wanted, everything I needed. I have a brain, but the brain only runs on prominent, dominant beliefs. And when I get here, those beliefs are made up of what? My mommy, my daddy, the church, and the school I went to. And so what I was taught at school and church and my mother and father made me into a sinner or a winner. And a sinner just means missing the mark. So don't try to drag me down the road, down that gutter. Hell is in the mind. It does not exist. It will, remember, imagination is everything. And I believe that your imagination will go with you till the ends of time. This is a rental. And don't you dare tell me about religion and I'm going to burn in hell. When you're standing there, you're not 10 pounds overweight. You're not 20 pounds overweight. You're 30 pounds overweight. You've got 3 autoimmune diseases. You're on 2 medications, okay? And your whole family is in disarray. And I open up your cupboards and there's hell. I open up your fridge and there's hell. I open up your mind and I'm not going in there. I'm not going near it. No, I'm not. I want to tell you something. I will do my utmost to unconditionally love everybody on this planet. As far as the people that are creating one flew from the cuckoo's nest, because we're all going avian, I think, by fall. Okay? You don't have a great investment and then go, let's give up on it. Because they've already strategized and they knew how far they could take us this time. And they knew that they could throw in a war. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing except a diversion. And I would watch it if I were you. I'd be cutting down on the birds I eat. Because guess what? If they're going to call it avian, what are they going to do to the birds that people are growing? Bird's the word, guys. So you might want to think, when they come out with the one that's called fish avian or fishian, the new fishian, stay away from fish. Do you understand? I'm just trying to tell you. You know what? There's clues out there. And understand, this is planet Earth, a fun-filled. This is so exciting, this game. Man, if you saw what I'm juggling right now, we're bringing out the biggest, most powerful app that I think the world has seen. It's not a Facebook, but it is a Facebook. We'll be able to say what we want, do what we want. We're going to bring on the most powerful people in health, psychology, you name it. Growing food, creating food, you name it. We are going to be welcoming everybody on this platform. The government can't shut this down. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can touch this platform. We're going to be able to go on there, and we're going to be inviting everyone who wants to come on and have a 20-minute show that is going to help to what? Not entertain, but to entertrain. To entertrain people how to do what they're doing. Enough of the treatments. No more treatments. Okay? You can come to me for treatments, but you got to come because you want to know what I know so that you don't have to come to me anymore. Doesn't it feel great to become an emergency 911, whether it's a chiropractor, massage therapist, or medical doctor? Nobody likes that. You're only good to the next treatment until you retrain your brain to be the genius that you were meant to be the practitioner you were meant to be the light for your family that you know you can be. Like, you're so sad. You're so wanting something, but the sadness is going to exhaust you and drain you. And then there'll be nothing left. You have to smile. From the minute you walk in this door to the minute you leave, you have to smile. I guarantee you can't hold a smile for 30 seconds. Everybody watching, you'll see that his subconscious will not let him hold. You know what? You know what people do? Now, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but you know what people do when I say in a course, okay, everybody, you can't do anything but have a slight smile throughout this course. Do you know what everybody do? They give me the virtual bird. And they do. You should see the anger. It's like, screw you. I will only smile if somebody makes me smile or tells me. You know what? I think that you should be so grateful that you exist and that you are going to exist for eternity. And if you want to rot out, don't smile. If you want to frown, you're going down. And you know what? You should have smiles, because guess what? People remember you. People like you. People hire you. People want to talk to you. People want to be around you. And this is what they've stolen from us. They've stolen our smile. And they're going to try to steal our smile. And anybody that watches the news doesn't have a smile. And if anybody says, I watch the news because I want to be informed, and then I just go, okay, this person has transformed, and I'm out of here. I will not have a friend or a family member around me that watches the news, because they are so toxic, so toxic. What's the difference between you enjoying your day and not enjoying your day? Well, one has an autoimmune disease and one is flying like the breeze. You can gobble with the turkeys, okay? Or you can fly like an eagle. So when the chaos comes with the avian cuckoo's nest, understand, I'll just spread my wings and fly above the chaos and just watch all the turkeys go gobble, 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 gobble. And guess what? Every time there's a storm, you know what? It only takes one lightning bolt, and at least out of 100 in a field, 10 turkeys die. That's it. And that's what's going to happen. Yeah, you're going to croak. Oh, and guess what? I'm telling you, it's going to come around Thanksgiving, because you're going to get it up the butt like the turkey. They're going to stuff you and they're going to cut your head off. And it's called the avian good time. Understand? Let's see if I'm wrong. Let's see if I'm right. But whether I'm wrong or right, let's stop the fight. Let's put a smile on. And let's learn to never ever forgive anybody again. Because if you don't judge someone, you don't have to forgive them. And you know what that means? That means that if you're going to continually abuse me, I'm going to let you know that we're not hanging around anymore. No. What? Do you see how everybody takes everything personal? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Now, only somebody would say, am I abusing you, that is actually abusing themselves. I can tell you the people that would have never said that here. Keep an open heart, no judgment, observe, and just work through your heart. You will not start a fight when you try to support someone. nobody can see their own personality. And that's why we have to do the mirror work. We have to do the mirror work. Everybody needs to do the Braveheart Oath. Just go to my library, go open up the Braveheart Emotional Intelligence course and do that. I mean, God, that's $1,000 course I'm giving away for free. It's a masterclass in my library. Do you know how many people? Do you want to know something? We've had 100,000 people go through the course, just over 100,000. Do you know how many people have finished it? 108.
Wow.
See, to love yourself, well, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. To totally love yourself, you're going to go to hell. Because that's the most selfish thing you can do on this planet. Okay? And I'll tell you something. If this is hell, I like it. Okay? So understand that. I'm on course. And I'm going to stay on course. It doesn't matter if the rest of the planet, okay, believes in sin, believes in failure, believes in judgment, believes in there is no justice on this planet. The only justice is going to happen inside yourself when you finally realize that you came down to a life-threatening, fun-filled adventure and you are going to own this. That's the only time it's going to happen. And what is owning this? Owning your own heart, filling it up like a tank every day, not making your family responsible. How many times have you been pissed off because your family didn't show you the love that you thought you deserved? My kids don't appreciate anything. My husband doesn't. My wife does not. Where is she? And this is why we divorce. This is why we have disease. This is why we have death. And don't we just love those words? I got divorced. My husband died. No, your husband actually said it's time to move on. You understand something? I was married, and if my wife really wanted a divorce, she could go get it. I don't need to have a divorce, and I never did get one. And we never ever had to go to court. Does anybody know why? Because I gave her almost everything we had. Because she stayed home with the children. And I know how to make money. So I gave her almost everything we had. I gave her the property. I gave her enough money. I am abundant. I've been created by God Almighty, and I'm going to act like it. And understand something. You're all Braveheart warriors, and you are totally beautiful and wonderful. How you could come down to a planet, damn it, and I mean it, damn it, because guess what? You want to know something, and you can take this and believe this or not. I don't know how we've gotten this far. We've got a government that has an internal government that controls the government. And then the majority of the population believes in the government that it's going to get better. You know, false hope. I don't believe in hope. Hope is a 4-letter word. I hope I get well. I hope he loves me. I hope it all works out. How's that working for you? Okay? Think about it. We have a healthcare system that has nothing to do with health. Okay? You know, to actually... When we think about getting wealthy, we go on the stock market. Or we take our money and we invest it and we give it to other people when we should be investing it into ourselves. When you can retrain your brain, you'll have the money train. And that's the truth. Money's so easy for me to make. And people are going to go, who does he think he is saying that? Because everybody makes money evil, makes money dirty. But the reality is when you live your passion and your purpose and you're actually changing people's lives, why wouldn't it be easy? If you are going off to your job every day, that's called enslavement. So everybody come on up and say something. Debbie, what would you like to say? Now, everyone, they're going to say whatever they want to say, okay? And it might not be good.
Dina's coming with me, so you're
Okay, Dina's coming with me, so I'll leave.
No. You
No.
can stay in the middle.
Okay.
We got
All right. I'm the peanut
Don't
butter.
forget you're supporting us here.
I'm the peanut butter.
Okay. Here we are.
All
Here we
right.
are. Dina, get
Okay.
in.
Let's
Get
see
in.
here.
I am.
No, you're not. There you
There
are.
you are.
There you are.
Okay, how are we? You know,
Oh my
do you know what
gosh.
this? You know how memory? Everybody, we got a memory. Do you know what does this remind you of? Remember when we were kids and we'd pay $1 and we get the
Yes.
snapshot?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right,
Cameras.
let's snap to it.
Okay, so I'm Debbie. This is Dina, and we have Stewart Health and Healing right here in Stewart, Florida, the Treasure Coast, and we're just doing amazing things. We have a Cellsonic, and we've helped so many people so far. Hip surgeries canceled, frozen shoulders released. I mean, we can go on and on. The work is amazing. The Cellsonic is amazing. And what do you want to say, Dina?
Yes, it is amazing. You know, I'm also a sound practitioner, so, you know, I have a lot of, I wouldn't say followers. Yeah, I want to just say, when I began doing the sound practice,
You have a lot of people that vibrate with you. Go
They
ahead.
vibrate.
Let's go.
normally, you know, they're on a yoga mat, and someone said, well, I can't get on the floor. So I got 2 chairs. Now I have 14 chairs that are zero gravity chairs because their back hurts, their knee hurts, their neck hurts, their shoulder hurts. So it's always an opportunity, of course, to share the information. It's a platform. I always say, you know, you need to know you're the first ones to know what's going on in our lives, and we've expanded the vibration, the energy, and the frequency of healing with these modalities, which are the non-surgical, the Wolfe Non-Surgical, high vibrational nutraceuticals. The body work, I'm telling you, I've witnessed it, I've experienced it for myself.
Yes.
It blows my mind. This is a reason why we're in the business. It's because we have witnessed it, experienced it, and then when you see someone finally get that release of years of walking with a cane,
Within 20 to 40 minutes.
absolutely, and you know,
And it doesn't come back in a few days
No.
or a few weeks. Understand that.
Right.
when you can change the way you eat, drink, and think, it does not come back.
No.
Doesn't. It's gone. It's out of your body. And the thing is, we're programmed to believe that, you know, at 50 it's okay to walk with a cane, at 60 you can be with a walker, and then of course we're going to get you in a wheelchair. And if you don't believe
and don't
me,
forget, guys, there's a whole row of Depends waiting for you at
Oh.
Costco.
God, who wants that? You know, then from your butt to your mouth, you know, if you want if you want to wear it, it's on you. I will never wear that thing, never did. And going back to really what we do is that because we love ourselves, and we're still learning to love ourselves every day, we want you to learn that. It's the most powerful energy that you can, you know, carry with you. It's just to love yourself first and foremost, and then no one can disturb your energy because you're like on top of the world. You feel good, and if you don't know how that feels, you know, your energy, it's simple. If you feel bad, you're low vibration. And if you feel good, then you're flying high. So what do you want? You want that feel-good feeling all the time, Doc.
Absolutely.
Right.
And let's not forget, guys, we are going to be doing a free lecture
Yes, April 12th,
April 12th,
April 19th.
April 19th,
Go-
but April 12th it'll be how to create the perfect day and what's your chokehold that's stopping you from loving, caring, and nourishing yourself, not feeding yourself. Okay, we're not feeding ourselves. We're not animals. We are nourishing ourselves. So what's your chokehold? We're going to be having a bunch of people coming, and that'll be next Wednesday, right?
Next Wednesday, visit
6:30.
6:30 to 9 o'clock. Before I tell you the website, the following week on the 19th, same time, same place, but we're going to be demonstrating the Wolfe Non-Surgical.
We're going to have a whole bunch of massage chairs, mats, and guess what? If you want to come and experience it, we're going to prove to you that there's nothing more powerful than those issues in your tissues, and we're going to get rid of them within a few minutes, or we call it a spot check. And that means that in 3 minutes, we can prove to you that we can take that adhesion, that lesion, that fibroid, and actually make a difference, okay? And that, from arthritis, okay, to a tumor. And I mean it.
Yes. I mean, I've experienced it myself. My first class I went through, I was seeing a chiropractor every 2 to 3 weeks, had the neck work done, all up in the back of my head, Haven't been back to a chiropractor since last July. Won't even look twice at it. If I have an issue, here's Dina right here, and we work on each other. The work is amazing. It's just, one of the clients, she hadn't smiled in I don't know how many years. She went home and her son just cried because of her smile on her face after she had her low back, her hips, and her neck done. It was just amazing. She's texting me a week later. I walked 2 miles. I haven't walked 2 miles and I don't know how long. People just don't understand. And I told her, she was 67 years old, and I said, you didn't expect to start your life right now at 67, because she was just ready to die. And she told us that. She was ready to hang it up and go away.
So everybody know this. So go to braveheartnation.com and you can take a look at, right now I'm in Stuart, Florida. We're doing this. And then I'm going to be leaving here. I'll be in Kelowna, British Columbia. Let me see, after I leave here, no, I go to Texas. So I'm leaving here to go to Texas in about 12 days. You'll see it all on my schedule on braveheartnation.com. I'll be doing work there. You can get treatments there. You can get consultations there. My son, Dr. Sage Wolfe, will be going there as well. Then from there we go to Kelowna. I'll be in Kelowna for 10 days if you're interested. From Kelowna, then I'm going to be going, well, to Puerto Rico, because we are getting our own bank. How do you like that? I know, crazy, right? And then when I get back from there, we will be going to Barrie, Ontario. I'll be there for 3 weeks. Then from there, I'm going to Calgary, and then I'm going to Chicago. Then I'm going to Australia. If you're in the area, come to the lectures. I'll be lecturing in Brisbane, Melbourne, and then up at Coffs Harbour in Australia. We love you, Australia. Okay, you're not way down under. You're way up for us. Okay.
And then maybe next year, Stuart again, who knows? But to register for those 2 free lectures, you have to go on soundvibration.net. It's free. We just want to know how many people are coming.
Yeah, for the Stuart lectures,
yes.
You go to
soundvibration.net. You can also call me at 786-488-7782. Debbie's number.
First, I want to say for those out there listening, if you have any feeling that this is something that you might want, there's still some spaces open in the non-surgical coming up. That starts next week also. So take advantage of it.
The non-surgical course, guys, I know it's called Wolfe Non-Surgical, but the reality is, you know what, I put this together when I was 27 years old, and you tell me another program, school, that will actually train their practitioners and back a money-back guarantee, and we've got over 2,000 practitioners around the world doing this, and I back the guarantee. So there's a reason for it. You might want to check it out.
So anybody interested, you can call Dr. Daryl Wolfe, you can call Dina, and my number is 305-342-9559. And I did want to give a shout out to my one guy that I've been working with his shoulder. He's Gabriel. He has been a joy. If you're listening, Gabriel, I know you're watching all the time. I think about you, and you're just an amazing human being, and I love it. The work, just the people that you meet, and you just can't even imagine.
Okay, but got to wrap this up. We've got a few people want to comment. Go ahead, Dana.
Well, personally, I got off levothyroxine, which was a thyroid medication. So if you want to know how to get off your medication, we can coach you and lead you. And I healed myself with all the nutraceuticals from 2 little cysts that we're going to be watching. They're no longer there on my ovaries.
Great job.
Great.
Thank you.
Those little ovaries, they're happy now. Okay. All right. Who's next? Come on. All right. Okay.
My name is Julie Brown. I'm from Fort Pierce. I'm here with Dr. Wolfe. And I am participating in the most in my life. And I can't wait to be able to offer what I'm learning, so that if you want to come see me, I'm your girl. I'm going to hold the space for you, and
where do you live?
You can claim your power. I live in Fort Pierce.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Next.
Just because I could.
All right. Move on over.
Okay.
Good. So, what do you want to tell people?
Well, this is the first time I've taken this course, and it's phenomenal. The most important aspect of it is to simply just open up your mind and change the way you look at things. Learning not to judge people has been one of the hardest things for me to do. And since I've been doing that, it's just amazing how you just, you accept everyone, and it just feels great. I have a practice in Vero Beach. I'm an acupuncturist. So if any of you are interested, you can reach me at 772-766-0149. Thank you.
Thank you. Some people are asking here about Kelowna. We'll get that information up into Braveheart Nation today about the Kelowna lecture. If not today, it'll be tomorrow. But we'll have the information on the lectures that we're doing here in Stewart will be up in Braveheart Nation in the next 3 hours. Okay, everybody? Come on over, sweetie.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I have been listening to Dr. Wolfe and needing some medical advice, which I wasn't getting.
But I can't give medical advice, and I never would
Wasn't
because
getting the right kind.
No, but no. Medical advice is medical advice.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I would never do anything medical.
Well, fast forward, I'm feeling great. I've made a lot of changes with my health, my life, and it's just been wonderful, the teachings and the fellowship and everything here.
You got this, girl.
I got it.
I know you do.
I got it.
Thank you. I'm going to be lecturing in Prosper, Texas, and I think here I'm going to be. 1 second here. We just lost. Okay, I'm going to be out all the time. I'm going to be lecturing in Prosper, Texas, and I leave here next Thursday. If you want to go on my website, braveheartnation.com, I promise you it'll be up in Prosper, Texas. All the lectures will be up by tomorrow. Okay, because we're just putting extra lectures in, because what we found out is that people really do want to care, and they want to care for themselves and their family. So wherever I go, I will be lecturing. Wherever I go, I'll be lecturing. Okay? All right. Go ahead, love.
My name is Georgeta Dumitrescu. So I've been watching Dr. Wolfe for probably 5 years now, and I've been in Canada, and I wanted to take his courses because I found everything he said, from the emotional to nutritional to self-care and lifestyle, just along my own judgment and knowledge. So I just wanted to come here, take his courses, learn his method, and to be honest, I wasn't quite sure that the hype is the real thing. But I took the non-surgical 3 times, and I'm now a few days away from master certified.
Beautiful. Thank you. And just know you can come and take the Whole Life Coach once, or the non-surgical, and you can open your business up right away. And understand something, everyone. Nobody's going to support you like us. We do 3 master trainings a week. We teach you all about SEO. We teach you about marketing. I come on about, I do a Q&A every Tuesday. And that Q&A is to help support you emotionally, nutritionally, physically, with your patients and with yourself. Dr. Sage Wolfe comes on every week and goes through the non-surgical part, making sure you get your techniques right, showing you new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things. All my SEO people, they build things and work for everyone for cost. We do not make money. When you join us and you come under our course, understand you can work from just taking our course once to actually getting your doctorate in natural medicine and indigenous medicine. So understand this, gentle baby steps each and every day.
So, right.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, looking at myself, because when I came in the first course, my voice was not there at all, and maybe some of you remember that.
Yeah, you couldn't understand her at all. But understand something, this is still a psychological, emotional problem, and she doesn't want to let it go because of a deep fear. As long as she has a quiver in her voice, no one's going to hit her.
I'm working on that.
Yeah, I know, but has anybody hit you lately? Has anybody beat you up lately?
No.
Well, then give it up. So here's the deal. This is boot camp, right, guys? Yes. If you're wanting to be stroked, this is not the place for you. If you want your coconut cracked open to drink the juice of unconditional love and care for yourself, I'm your guy, which means only 1% of 1% of the population can actually thrive through this. Okay, because remember something, 80% of the population doesn't have the ability of critical thinking. And understand something, the day that you have critical thinking is the day that you're in the conscious moment. The day you're in the conscious moment, nobody can pull your pants down and put the diaper on your face, or they cannot rule school and fool you. All right, next. Thank you, sweetie.
Okay,
All right, Miss Late.
let's get this party started. I'm here.
So this morning I said to her, "You're late."
And I said, well, we're not started. I'm here. We can start now, right?
Yeah.
All right, this is my second time. It's amazing. Every day we see everybody's changing. It's just awesome to see the transformation, people, and the way he does it. And I'm in Bonita Springs, Florida, which is across the state. It's on the West Coast. My number is 248-931-3077. My name's Kimberly, and I want to help you break out from your subconscious brain, because that's really what it is. Really.
So how far have you leaped forward since the first course, which was how long ago?
The first course that I came to was in November.
And guess what? When she came, she only wanted to take the emotional course. She didn't want to do the non-surgical, okay, because that wasn't for her.
Right, because I didn't know anything about touching the body or anything like that. That just wasn't my thing.
You've never touched the body?
No. I mean, now I have. Now, you know what? This right here, we're going to change the world one elbow at a time. Because now I'm doing Wolfe Non-Surgical that I didn't think I was going to do. And I see people transform right before my eyes. It's the most amazing thing. You give people a gift that they don't even know that they're lacking. Or they're just numb and they just settle down and they just want to stay in their comfort zone. But if you want to expand and you want to rise, you got to break out, and that's what we're here to teach you. We are brave hearts, and you are unconditional love. The love is here. Dr. Wolfe asked this morning, what does God mean to you? What he means to me is he is massive, expansive, majestic, and he's the one that allows us to have the unconditional
What if it's not a he?
Or she, or whatever, our creator.
I know, I just want to...
Yeah, right. You're right. It's not it's whatever, but it's our creator. And it's unconditional love that we
I know, I
don't
just
even
want to say that
understand.
we've been programmed that it's a he, because men have to rule the world and the universe.
And we know that it's really
Yeah.
a woman.
Yeah, it's a woman.
Yeah, it's a woman. That's right, because we
More
feel.
than a woman.
We know who really runs everything, right? The women do.
Yeah. So anyways, this is awesome. If you want, here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
If you want something different, you got to do something different. But what's the definition of insanity? We keep doing the same thing over and over, thinking we're going to get a different result.
Give me your phone number.
No. I'm going to tell you my phone number one more time. Again, my name's Kimberly, 248.
Oh, and just so you know, this little girl rocks, okay, from bringing back people their hearing when they can't even hear anymore, okay, to getting rid of their hip problems, to getting rid of their knee problems when they're already booked for surgery and they cancel. Do you think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding, okay? She'll give you a money-back guarantee that she'll blow your mind. How's that?
That's it. Don't be deceived by the looks. Because
Well,
I'm powerful and I can... your body won't be the same once I
What
use
they
my
say
elbow.
with your nails. What about your nails?
Oh, yeah. They're like, you can do it with your nails? I'm like, I don't even use my nails. I use my elbow, not my nails.
Yeah, because whether you believe it or not, everyone, the hands can't feel anything. We can feel the smallest crystal. We can feel the smallest. We can pick up actually a fibroid or a tumor before the x-ray will. You heard what I just said. Put me to the challenge. We can tell if it's scar tissue or calcification or crystallization. We can tell whether or not we should do the cell sonic before we do the non-surgical or after. We can tell how old it is, and guess what? We're also trained to tell what emotion you have locked into that part of your body. Now, if you think that that's voodoo, then then we need to turn the light on for you.
Okay, so I want to say something about that. The last guy was working on his ears, and when you're in somebody's energy field, like I'm in his energy field and he's in my energy field, you can feel them. And so I'm working on this guy's ears, and I asked him, I said, there's something that you don't want to hear. He goes, okay, are you a psychologist? I go, no, I'm not a psychologist. But there's something that's why your ears are blocked, because you don't want to hear something. I don't know if it was from 0 to 7 or
0 to
something
7,
going on now.
Yeah, sure.
But something you didn't want to hear, and that's what's causing that. And he blew away. And how was I supposed to know that? Because I was in his energy field and I could feel that. That's the stuff he teaches us. He teaches us how to. You just feel it. We are emotional
you gotta
beings.
feel it. You gotta
feel it.
Once you learn to feel your way through life, you won't be putting your foot into the wrong place or your mouth.
Right. That's right. And y'all, the first course, I didn't want to be on a video. I didn't want to talk on a video.
Now
I
we
was
can't
so
get her
shy.
off.
I know. Now I won't shut up. So if you're shy, you don't want to get on the video. It's no big deal. It's who
Carol
we are.
Sloan says that you talk too fast, and she only got the first 3 digits of your phone number.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you again.
No, she just said you talk too fast.
Oh, I know.
No, she didn't actually say that. I said that.
I get excited, right? I have passion. I get excited.
She only gave the first 3, and then she stopped.
Oh, I did. That's right. I did. Okay, so here
You're
we
such
go
a
again.
tease. What a tease.
Thank you for asking. Okay, 248-931-3077. Kimberly.
There you go.
I'll see you in Bonita. Thanks.
Next. Hesitation. We're going to talk about that later.
Well, hello. This is certainly out of my comfort zone.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like it. You're owning this. Just go for it.
So my name is Sarah,
And you know, it's good when you do this.
because I own it. I'm from Jensen Beach, Florida. I am taking the Whole Life Certification and New World Practitioners course with Dr. Wolfe here.
Well, with me and then with Dr. Sage Wolfe for the non-surgical. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm too old.
So I just wanted to say that I've practiced many different types of Eastern body work, from massage therapy, acupuncture, chiropractics, and the self-care that he teaches us about loving, protecting, and honoring ourselves, that was the one thing that I have been missing for over a decade. I have felt so stuck in my mind and torturing myself for so long. And it feels so good to be free of this. So if you want to be free of the prison we put ourselves in, this is something you want to pursue.
You got this. You know, she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it. You know, there's gonna be a lot of people that will turn the burner down, but they won't turn the burner around. Okay? Instead of learning, they'll continue to burn. So that's what's gonna happen. So, you know, you have to understand something. Being awake and staying awake is meant for the minority. And if you didn't notice, the minority are the ones that will, you know, get tortured, because you have to understand something. The majority are tortured, but the majority will try to torture because they're trying to protect, because they're coming from a fear place. And if you noticed it, the majority are the majority because of the government, because of the medical system. The medical system is only supposed to be in emergency care, not in healthcare. And I can say that, and that's the God's truth. There's been no medical breakthrough I've seen, so just medical breakdowns. So the reality is that the majority of the population, so when you take a course, or you come to this course, you're coming to put yourself on course and shine your light. Those that want to wake up will find the light. Those, for some people, the light's too bright. They will turn away from it. And that will be this time, they're not ready for it. So when you, no matter what course you take or what you think you know, when you try to actually teach people or reach people, just remember something. If they didn't pay for it or they're not asking for it, then get ready for a slap. Get ready for a kick. Get ready. So understand something. If you can't be selfish enough to learn how to love and care for yourself first and foremost, then guess what? Then it's not going anywhere. And all you had to do was love and care for yourself, never open your mouth, and those who want it will smell it, will taste it. They will come looking for it. And that's how it is. You know, when I come on here, I'm trying to reach the whole world, but I know only 1% of 1% of 1% are actually, some will take away this, some will take away that. My job is not to make people become me. My job, my passion is to give something to somebody just so that they have a smile they can hold longer today, okay? That they can breathe deeper, that they can make a, instead of buying a Coke, okay, they went and they bought a carrot juice, you know, which, I mean, you got to understand something. Everything that is good for you is not addictive, so you use choice. Everything that's not good for you, there's no conscious choice. You will be taken down that hole and it will eat you up.
Yes.
So that's the deal.
It's done that to me many times.
Yeah, me too.
And don't be afraid when people attack you when you're in your light. I've allowed it to beat me down many times.
You know what? That's just a test. It's a test. Just smile and inside, if you can't say it out loud, I love you anyway. I love you anyway. And understand something. Why do you have to have everybody's beliefs or your family's beliefs or your partner's beliefs match yours? Why do you tear yourself apart because their beliefs don't match yours? That is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go with an inner standing, not an outer standing, and not an understanding, but an inner standing. It's the only thing. Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Penny?
Yes. Hi, my name's Penny. I'm from Union Mills, Indiana. And this is my second time taking the course. And guys, you just have to experience it for yourself. The lives I've seen changing in the course itself, but not only that, some people that I have worked on, doing the body work, just the lives that are changing, and I'm super excited about helping other people. And that's my passion.
You know what? Everybody wants to help people, but you better have good tools and strategies. Because most courses you take, they say, here's a hammer, go tighten the screws. It doesn't work that way. And understand something. Take a look at the majority of natural therapies. They only help to buffer it down. How about turning it around? How about no more pain management? How about mastering the pain and being the master of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if anyone's interested, my number is 219-309-7092. Thank you.
You're welcome. I guess that's it, everyone. Are you coming?
Yeah, I thought you was.
Well, you know what? Hesitation.
Okay.
We're going to talk about hesitation after this is over. You know what I mean? I mean, these people are waiting. They've got things to do.
Hello, world. My name is Stephen Tucker. I live in Augusta, Georgia, and I am here for the second time learning Wolfe Non-Surgical, cracking my coconut open and changing my thinking to a better, purer way of living and loving myself.
Why don't you tell them about your legs, what's going on? I mean, there's the miracle. Can you hold your legs up like this? Just go, give them a leg shot.
See, you can't even tell they were.
Okay.
So they were dying the first time I came.
His legs were dying.
My right ankle when I got here was this big around. I could put my fingers around it. My left knee was twice as big as my right knee. When I went to do a pelvic squat, I went down like 6 inches or so, and it was like that was all I had, man. But now I'm like doing full pelvic squats. I'm doing the crab crawl. I'm just working this thing, and I got my life back, and I feel good. I have so much energy, and I love myself. And
how prepared are you more now emotionally to have drama and trauma in your family and in your life? That's a big one.
90%. 90%. You just have to stay away from the toxicity of people and stay.
No, the toxicity of your own mind.
I agree with that.
Leave people out of it.
Yes, it is.
Leave people out of it.
It is the
That was a
toxicity.
judgment. See, it's the toxicity of your own mind. You have to allow the people to be what they want to be.
Yes. So see, that's why I said 90%. I'm still working on it, but I am getting there, and I'm getting there fast, and it's totally amazing. And I'm doing the Wolfe Non-Surgical work at home. I've done a few spines. I've done a few upper backs, a hip, and I've had great success with it. It's like a miracle every time. It's nothing like a massage. It's hard to explain it, but when you have the work done, and
well, guess what? It saved his legs, and
yes.
I'm telling you, were you to a wheelchair?
I was already on crutches for a week, 6 weeks before I came to the first class, and I really did think I was fixing to lose everything, really, because when you lose your legs, you can't work. I mean, what are you going to do, especially when you do home improvements? So now I'm not even thinking about the home improvements, which has just been a hobby to me anyway that I get paid for. But
you're just thinking of the improvements.
Yes. Now I'm improving me, and that is the best part of it all, because improving me is I'm just becoming such a light that I love myself, and I just accept everyone else for who they are and love them where they are.
How would you like to not feel lonely when you've got a full house? How would you like to not feel lonely when you have an empty house?
Yes.
How would you like to not feel lonely anymore because you're with your best friend? And if you can't call yourself your best friend,
yes.
then we know you're ruled and screwed.
Yes. You gotta love yourself, man.
All right, thank you. All right.
Hi everyone, I'm Kathleen. I live here in Stuart, Florida, a beautiful town, and I am so grateful for Dina. Dina shared some of Dr.
Yeah, it's all about Dina.
Dina shared some of Dr. Wolfe's incredible videos. You have to check them out. Go check out the library. He and his son, Dr. Sage Wolfe, amazing work. Before I came here, I could barely sit for a half an hour. And I've gone almost, we're on what, day 3 now?
Yeah.
And sitting most of the day, for sure. So between the Wolfe Non-Surgical, between the emotional changes, between the fabulous nutraceuticals, you got to check this out. So if you're in Stuart, Florida, because we're doing some really great things here, come check out Dina, come check out Debbie. She's got a Cellsonic. My gosh, you know, come on out. And if you need to reach me, I'm at 609-571-5714. Call or text. Thank
there
you.
it is. Lovely. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay. See, we all have it in us. Okay. I mean, the depth of what you can go, and your potential is unlimited. Remember, you came as a spirit being, you're going to leave as a spirit being. Why can't you just play as a spirit being?
Hi, my name is Amy. I'm from upstate New York, and I drove down to Florida so I could come here to this whole life coach with Dr. Wolfe and all these beautiful people. And I just can't, it's just blowing me away. And I got to talk about my neck.
I only did half of it. I was in a bad mood.
Okay, my neck has hurt me for probably 40 years. Yesterday, he worked on my neck for maybe
5 minutes, 10 minutes.
It was about 8 minutes.
Okay. And last night, you know, as soon as he was done, there was no pain. You know, there was no pain, and it was loose, and I can turn it. The other side is a little stiff still because he's got.
You know, everybody said, "Are you going to do the other side?" And I said, "No, I want her to experience it because, and as soon as we're done here, I'm going to do the other side, and then guess what? She'll be able to take her head off."
And when I woke up this morning, I looked in the mirror.
Because she has a screw loose.
I feel like the right side of my face is different. Like my eye is almost open more.
It is.
You know? And I just can't wait.
You have to understand when you, okay, is it okay if I explain it?
Yes.
Okay, so the vagus nerve runs on the front and the back and comes down here. And what they've done is they tried to drama and trauma us all our lives so that the vagus nerve, which is called the wandering nerve, which dumps the dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, which is the love drug. Anyways, what they do is they get that crystallized in scar tissue, put a chokehold on it. So the reality is fear, right? Because she dealt with stage 4 inflammation, right? And so we know that you only get stage 4 inflammation by living in fear. And that is the main reason. And there's other things too, but trust me, that's the fuel for the fire. Now, the reality is when that happens and this freezes up and you get scar tissue crystallization and displaced calcium locking all this up, believe it or not, in 15 minutes, I can make the worst neck in the world that needs surgery and I can reverse it. You heard what I just said, right? That's 15 minutes this side, and I will give a money-back guarantee to anybody. I don't care if you're 9 years old or 99 years old. Now, when we go in there, what's different is we go close up when we work. You know, massage therapists are like this. I mean, that's really cool. You know, chiropractor, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You know, the reality is when we go in, we pull the fibers apart, we loosen up the calcium to get it back into the bones, and that's where we're going to put it. And we're going to melt the crystallization. And actually you may not believe this, but as soon as you use our technique, you infuse the energy, the life energy called your spirit. I gotta get this, everybody. The same beef jerky that you chew on was in her neck. The same beef jerky that you chew on is in your breast. The same beef jerky that you chew on is in your pelvis, it's in your knees, it's wherever you want to go in your body. You know, without the beef jerky in there, you would never have a fibroid tumor or you wouldn't have endometriosis. You wouldn't have arthritis. You wouldn't have fibromyalgia. Do I need to keep going? They're all just symptoms. There is no diseases. So once we start using the elbow technique that I put together when I was 27 years old, remember it's been 40 years now, so we're crackerjack at this. We go in and open up the fibers. See, first of all, remember the knot in your neck? I've got a knot in my neck, I got a knot in my back, I got a knot in my breast, I got a knot in my pelvis. Well, the reality is we can go in there and we will open that up like this, and then we'll spread the fibers out. And when the blood comes back in with the life energy that you are truly made out of, instantly, the scar tissue turns back into connective tissue, which means you're young again. Now understand, we do not get rid of anything. We bring back your life force that they tried to choke. And understand something, I am not putting anything down. I have a doctorate in acupuncture. I also became a registered massage therapist, a sacrocranial therapist, a reflexologist. Should I just keep going? And the reality is I don't do any of these anymore. And I don't care if you've been practicing for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And what practice you practice will blow your mind. And understand, if you want to bring your practice up, we're going to do it. I'm going to tell you something. Anybody out there that would like to challenge me, and you're a chiro, massage therapist, medical doctor, we're here in Stuart, Florida at the Presbyterian Church. Why don't you bring the people over that you couldn't fix? And we'll work on them for free just to show you that there's a better way and that we better come together as a family because we're all being damned by the BS that's being shoved down our throat. So I'm going to work on the other side of her neck, and I'm telling you, she'll have full range of motion. She'll have no pain. She'll be able to go to sleep and have a great sleep tonight. You can't have a great sleep when you're living in a sympathetic state, which means even though you're exhausted, guess what? You can't get the dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin in. So do you know what happens? Do you guys know anything about chemistry? I mean, real health. You're not taught it in school. You're not taught it in college. You're not taught it in university. You're not taught it in medical school. Oh, really? That's true. Now, here's the deal. That when you lock up your neck like this, you don't dump any dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin, and you continually drip adrenaline because one or the other has to be turned on. And if the other one can't get turned on, the other one can't get turned off. So now I want you to leave your house and go for a holiday for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and just keep the tap dripping, okay, and put the plug in the sink. Let's see what happens to the house, okay? Drip, 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 and that's what they're doing. They're dripping out their BS, dysfunctional belief systems, and they are living off our suffering, and that's how they get high. You do know that, right? You do know that these psychos get high on us bleeding, suffering, getting pieces chopped out of us, burnt out of us. Are we done yet? Is this lady your wife, Daryl? Maybe in another lifetime. Maybe in another lifetime. I'm not sure why you're asking, but that's okay. You know, I've had many wives. No, I haven't. But the reality is, you know what? Thanks for the question. You know what? Every question is a good question. And guess what? Every question is a good question. And you need to question me about everything. You need to challenge me about everything. You need me to prove to you that I have some form of integrity. Because guess what? I get it. Don't trust, but trust in yourself. Don't trust, but trust in yourself first and foremost. And then make others do it. You know, I'm going to tell you something. You can believe it or not believe it, but you know what? I'm all about integrity. And you'll find out if you follow me. You can listen to the BS that's out there. You know, the more bolder I talk, the more trouble I get in. So yes, she is my wife. I've been trying to hide it. Okay, these are all my wives. All right.
Well, thank you, honey.
I'll see you at home, sweetie.
I love you, Doc.
I love you too.
I'm wife number 2. So I'm Dana New. This is my first course in doing training. So I'm a master practitioner. I own a practice in Central North Carolina. And if you want to find me there, that's near Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point, that area. We're only like an hour and a half from Charlotte and Raleigh both ways. I do tell you, though, I'm going to give you my number right here, but I'm booked out about 4 or 5 weeks, so anticipate that when you call me, okay? My number is 315-360-2467. And June 10th and 11th, I have Dana Billings coming down from Minnesota. She's going to be bringing her Celsonic to my practice. So call me, get on the list. There are limited amount of spaces that people can take, okay? And they're already filling up because my clients are signing up for that, okay? So please do that.
If you want, go take a look at what the Celsonic is on docofdetox.com. Also, we're building another website. It's called thepowerpack.com. Go there and take a look what a cardio med bed is and what a Celsonic is. But yeah, chew into that for a while.
That's right. If you have something that a medical physician has told you need surgery for, you need to come see Dana and Dana. We call ourselves the Double D.
And Daryl.
And Daryl.
And Debbie.
And Debbie.
And Dina.
And Dina. And Debbie.
We're just a lot of D's, I guess. Doing a...
And something, everybody. Yes, you're going to be a real doctor. Dr. Wolfe, were you a real doctor? No, I'm a pretend doctor. Okay.
I'm going to be pretending with you, Doc, because I'm going to get my doctorate. So I'll be right there with you. So please pick up the phone, call Lori, call Doc. They will get you registered. It's so important to do this for you.
Go to braveheartnation.com and take a look at the schedule. But understand, you can feel free to call me. And when you call me, don't say, I know you're busy or I'm sorry to bother you. No, talk to me as if we've known each other forever. And don't say, I'll make this quick. Don't do that.
No,
Don't do that.
You're worth it. You're worth it.
Slow down. Just know that you matter. Okay, my number is 469-861-8884. Or you can call the 800 number, which is 855-900-4544. And if you forget the number, just Remember, I'm extension 5. It rings on all my phones. You should hear it. I got like 4 phones. And he's like, so trust me, I will pick it up because it is driving me nuts. No, I'm kidding.
I want to say one last thing. I also want to just, Doc doesn't like us to do this, but I'm so
No. No.
I'm thanking myself
Yes.
for finding Doc and having the open mind and the open heart to bring myself to a place of healing and power. And I'm just so excited to be on this journey with all of you and Doc too. See, I really do love you, Doc.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. No. We've ran out of time. I'm kidding.
He's always picking on me.
And I'm going to keep picking on her because when she came here, she says, I just want to sit by the lake. And I said, guess what? If you do that, you're going to get in trouble. Okay? Do not sit by the lake. That is not your dream. Your dream is to go sit by the lake after you have awakened a few people.
Excellent.
Every day.
Excellent.
You're not doing that. Listen to me.
I agree.
Listen to me.
That was my subconscious.
Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. They made up the word retirement because guess what? Once they feel they can't get you to be efficient at your work and be a slave anymore, they want you to just go and die. And understand something. You ever notice something? Guess what? Today, when you retire, you got to play golf. I am not chasing a little ball around. That's not happening. I got enough. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you something right now, okay? I will never retire. I will never retire. You know what? Find your passion, find your purpose, and guess what? Gift the world with it. Gift the world with it. We're waiting for you. We are. I swear to God, we're waiting for you, okay?
Hi, my name's Sandy, and I drove down from St. Louis.
And she's almost in retirement.
I will never retire.
Now it's changed, see?
Yeah. Well, that's me talking now, not my subconscious.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So, but I just want to talk to people that are trying to figure out if they want to come to one of these courses. I came down for personal growth because I've been working on trying to lose weight and I got stuck, and it feels like something inside of me is making that stop. So I came down here to come to the classes, and it's definitely worth it. Even if you don't want to become a practitioner and you just want to learn to know yourself, find yourself, you couldn't be in a better group of people to do that. So I encourage anybody that is thinking about it, just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
That's it. That was wonderful.
Thanks.
That was wonderful.
Okay, I think you're good now.
I think I'm good. Some people don't think I'm very good, but guess what? Don't you dare care what people think about you. Okay? Love yourself first and foremost before anything else or anyone else. So help me God. Okay? Because you're worth it. God bless everyone. Bye.